Well, it might be back to school and the end of summer, but the grill doesn't have to go away because it's also tailgate time.
Yes, and tasty tailgate ribs is what we are talking about today with Longhorn Steakhouse grill master Michael Lee. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get your project. I don't want us to call it a project,
Okay,
but no,
so
get your dish started here.
First, I want to say thank you. We really appreciate having us on.
Yeah.
You know, it's really exciting that it's Labor Day, and not only does that mark the end of summer, but that is the kickoff of tailgate season. So
absolutely.
We're here to make sure that we steer you in the right direction for being able to cook out for your friends and family.
So ribs, what do we look for in a cut of meat, I guess?
So for ribs, it's all about quality, and that's something we're really big about at Longhorn Steakhouse. I've been with the company for 9 years, so it's very important to me. It's a very important topic. So when you're looking for your ribs, you want to make sure that there's not too much fat or anything like that, even though really for like any pork, baby back ribs, you're going to be all right with what you buy. So generally, when you're at home and you're going to be cooking this in your oven at home, you're going to put it on 325 and you're going to cook it for 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, nice slow cook.
Yep, so what you want to do is you want to, I'll move this knife real quick. Basically, you want to make sure you get a good coating of seasoning.
Is that a secret seasoning in there?
This is ours, but for people at home, you can use salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. So there's a couple things missing, but that's pretty close.
Okay.
So then what you want to do is just turn it over and make sure, and if you're like me, you like a lot of seasoning on your food. And then you'll leave it where the meat side is up, and you'll actually add a cup of water to the bottom.
Really? You don't need to put it on like a...
It doesn't necessarily have to be on a, like you're thinking of like a rack or something like that. There's enough airflow underneath to where it's going to be able to cook all of it. Now, I actually don't have my foil. It's somewhere else, so...
That's okay.
You would foil the top of it and cook it for 2 hours and 15 minutes, or 2 hours and,
Okay.
So that's pretty much how we do that.
So we're going to put that here.
Right in the oven.
I'll put this in our
We'll put it in our oven.
here.
And what do we have going on here? So is this a baby back style rib?
So this is the exact same thing, but this has already been pre-prepared.
Okay.
So we at Longhorn will actually cook ours for 4 hours so that they'll just fall off the bone tender.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's perfect. And then once we do that, we take it to the grill, and we apply the barbecue and heat it back up for you so that it's perfect every time.
And then it has that grill taste too.
It does, and we like to have the same consistency across all of our restaurants across the United States. So let me remove this real quick. And then basically what you're looking at when you start on a grill like this, you want to make sure there's some oil, just so you don't have any like real sticking or anything.
Okay.
If I can get my oil to come out, maybe not. Let's try anyways.
That's all right. We get the idea.
If not, we understand. So you put oil so it doesn't stick. You want to make sure that it doesn't leave any of the meat or anything on the grill. Then you're actually going to take your barbecue sauce, and you're going to
have a good brush too, right?
Yeah, a good brush is big.
And can you ever have too much barbecue sauce on there?
It can, only because it can burn. And that also, it depends on, you know, what you like to have as far as barbecue sauce. I don't like too much barbecue sauce on mine. So everybody has their preference. So once you get a good coat on it, you want to make sure that it stays like that for 3 minutes, you know, and then you can turn it over and we'll be able to, you know, do the other side as well.
How many minutes on each side then?
So about 3 minutes on each side because it's already prepared in the oven. So it's really not that, you're just making sure it's perfect, right? So that's all it is. But I mean, of course, with tailgate season approaching, we definitely want to talk a little bit about tips for tailgating. So I love to tailgate. College football is huge for me. Something that I'm really passionate about, but so is tailgating. So one of the things you want to remember when you are tailgating is to make sure that you bring all the utensils and all the prep stuff before and have it set up so you can actually enjoy your time at the tailgate with your friends and family. You're not just stuck behind the grill the whole time.
Right.
You know, that's a big part of it. And then also just making sure that, you know, when you do your cleanup and stuff, if you have it all ready to go, it just makes it that much quicker, faster, easier. So.
And okay, good. We're taking a shot of it right now.
Yes.
If you don't want to do any of the work yourself, Longhorn is open today, by the way.
Our mouths have been watering with all of this today. So if you need to get out of the house and don't want to do your own grilling today, Longhorn has you covered.
But if you are having some difficulties and you're at home today, they have a Us Hotline. Ask Longhorn Grill Masters questions. It's open until 3 o'clock today. 1-855-LH-GRILL. It smells so good.
So tasty.
Awesome.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
We'll be right back.